Hidden secrets of the Cold War, facts you've never heard before. What if I told you the fate of the world once hung on pigeons and tape recorders? During the Cold War, spies didn't just rely on human intelligence. The CIA trained pigeons with tiny cameras to capture enemy secrets. Meanwhile, bugs disguised as everyday objects brought paranoia to a fever pitch. But it wasn't just about animals and gadgets. Soviet and American spy networks operated on razor-sharp deception. In Berlin, a remote tunnel was dug by the US to eavesdrop on Soviet communications. Though brilliant, it ended disastrously after a turncoat exposed the project to the enemy. It wasn't only nuclear bombs fueling the arms race, it went a lot weirder. The US and Soviet Union spent millions on projects like training psychic soldiers to read minds and spy from afar. Both sides believed paranormal warfare could tip the balance in their favor. Another startling fact, the Soviet Union once weaponized a massive nuclear torpedo intended to devastate coastal cities. Though scrapped, the Tsar torpedo reveals just how far paranoia pushed both nations toward unthinkable measures. Propaganda wasn't limited to posters or speeches, it invaded every facet of life. The Russians built fake American towns to teach spies how to behave like Americans, down to diner etiquette. Over in the US, kids practiced duck and cover drills in schools, reinforcing the ever-present fear of nuclear annihilation. Entertainment also became a battleground. Movies, music, and TV shows weren't just art, they were subtle weapons in the ideological war. James Bond became not just a hero, but a symbol of Western superiority, while Soviet films painted capitalism as pure evil. The space race wasn't just scientific, it was psychological warfare. Both countries wanted to prove their dominance in the final frontier. Yet behind the triumphs of Sputnik and the moon landing lurked strange failures, like an attempted Soviet lunar tank prototype never sent to space. The Soviets also experimented with launching dogs, mice, and even tortoises into orbit. Little did most people know how many of these missions had grim outcomes, with brave animals perishing in the name of progress. These little-known sacrifices defined this high-stakes rivalry. Not all Cold War alliances made sense. For instance, the US worked with mobsters like Lucky Luciano during World War II, believing organized crime networks could offer valuable intelligence against communist adversaries. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union secretly collaborated with rogue states to spread revolutions beyond Europe. Even stranger Sweden, a neutral country, conducted private talks with the CIA. Neutral nations often tipped the scales, using covert diplomacy to influence the global chessboard. It's a reminder that not everything was as black and white as the East versus West narrative suggests. Though the Cold War officially ended in 1991, its fingerprints remain. Technologies born from this era, like satellites or GPS, shape our world today. Even modern geopolitics is still influenced by rivalries set in motion decades ago. The Cold War may be over, but its echoes remain unmistakable. The hidden stories of the Cold War show us just how extraordinary human history can be, filled with ingenuity, absurdity, and, at times, unsettling truths. If you were captivated by these little-known facts, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Let's uncover the mysteries of history, one story at a time.